farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until it receives the early and the late rains. So the gavel is fallen on the rich. Their sentence is sealed. We talked about that in the last several verses. Now James turns to the bruised believers huddling in the back row and slips a seed into every troubling palm. Be patient, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. The Greek word that James uses here literally means to strengthen or lengthen your hearts. Stretch them wide enough to hold both today's pain and tomorrow's rain. He paints one picture and lets it do all the preaching. The farmer at dawn. Call him a worker of the ground. He does not flirt with the soil, he marries it. He breaks his back on rocks that will never thank him, sows seeds he will not taste for months, and then stands at the edge of the furrow with nothing but sky for collateral. Early rain softens the clods in October. Latter rain swells the grain in April. Between those two showers lies a lifetime of bent knees and weather reports whispered like a prayer. James says that is you, your office cubicle, your hospital corridor, your midnight feeding chair, your unemployment line. That is the furrow. Every honest invoice, every diaper changed in exhaustion, every prayer groaned when the words fail, every I forgive you spoken through clenched teeth is a seed disappearing into dark soil. You cannot make it germinate any faster than the farmer can command the clouds. You can only keep the rows clean and your face turned east. In Palestine, the latter rain was never early. It arrived when the barley heads were already heavy, when one more dry day would crack the kernels. Farmers slept with one ear to the roof, listening for the first drumbeat of mercy on the tiles. James borrows that heartbeat. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until it receives the early and the late rains. This word precious is the same one used for gold in verse 3 of this chapter, only here it crowns a stalk of wheat. Heaven's economy always flips the market. So the verse becomes a quiet revolution in these three movements. Lengthen your heart. Refuse to let today's injustice shrink tomorrow's hope. Strengthen your heart. This word for propping a vine with a stake, it drives the promises of God deep. Let them hold you upright when the wind howls. And lift your eyes. The Lord is coming, not might, not eventually, is coming. Present tense. Marching feet are already on the road. And tonight the furrow feels endless and the sky stingy, but remember the farmer who planted in October and danced in April. Remember the God who keeps the latter rains in jars and tips them at the perfect second. Your pay may still be missing, your diagnosis unchanged, your prodigal still silent or distant, but the clouds are gathering and the first drop is already on its way and it carries your name. So keep weeding, keep watering with tears if you must. The harvest is not late. It is precious, and precious things are never rushed. One day soon the sky will split, the stalks will bow under gold, and the farmer of farmers will walk the rows himself, calling every seed by the name of the child who buried it. So until then, lengthen your heart. The rain is coming, and the fruit will be sweeter than any stolen banquet the rich ever tasted. Think about these things today. See you later.